The story of The Help focuses on 5 main characters. The first and most important character is Abilene, one of the most well-known and well-respected help in all of Jackson, Mississippi, where our story takes place. Minnie is Abilene's best friend and also a help who is well known in Jackson, Mississippi for her amazing pies. However, she often finds herself out of a job due to her spitfire tongue. Skeeter wants to be a writer and finds her passion within the pen. However, most of the ideas that she wants to write about are seen as too unconventional for her times. Miss Hill is an active supporter of segregation in the South and even comes up with an initiative to separate colored and white bathrooms within each person's home, having a separate bathroom built for each race. Skeeter and Miss Hilly are best of friends. However, as time goes on, their differences of opinions and views causes them to grow apart. Miss Celia is seen as an outcast among the community. She lives in her mansion far away from the rest of the town. She tries to fit in. However, due to her husband being Miss Hilly's ex-boyfriend from high school, most of the women do not accept her. Our story starts out with Miss Skeeter longing for an idea of something to write about, however, finding nothing that she feels passionate about to actually make into a story. One day, at a party, Miss Skeeter sees Abilene and Minnie working, and she sparks up a great idea. Skeeter decides to ask Abilene if she will help her write a book and share all the stories that she's gathered throughout her years as being help. Abilene politely declines, saying that her safety and her health is at risk. After much time and thought, Abilene decides to help Miss Skeeter write her stories, thinking that somehow she can help change how things are in Jackson, Mississippi. Abilene and Skeeter decide to meet at Abilene's house for safety reasons. However, Abilene is afraid for her own health and well-being, worried that if the word gets out that she is helping Miss Skeeter share these stories, people will come after her. After more time and thought, Minnie decides to join them in telling the stories. However, she is very reluctant and hostile towards Miss Skeeter. During this time, Skeeter falls in love with a man named Stuart, and soon they are engaged. Eventually, Skeeter grows tired of Miss Hilly's hostile attitude towards the help and decides to use a play on words that ends up Hilly with a house full of toilets on her lawn. By doing this, Skeeter blacklists herself from Miss Hilly, alienating herself even more from the community in which she grew up in. Abilene, Minnie, and Skeeter continue sharing and writing their stories. However, it soon becomes apparent that there are not enough stories to write a complete book. They need more maids' help. However, the other maids are afraid to help, worried for their and their family's safety. After an incident involving a colored boy using a white bathroom and then being beaten to the point where he was blind, many of the other maids agree to help Skeeter write her story. They want their words to be heard. Minnie used to be the help for Miss Hilly. However, after an incident involving a pie where Minnie's feces was the main ingredient, Miss Hilly blacklisted Minnie, ensuring that she would never find a job in Jackson ever again. Minnie decides to share this story with Skeeter, telling her to put it in the book. They say that they can use this as their insurance. If Miss Hilly finds out that this story is in the book, she will ensure everyone that this book is not about Jackson. This will help protect all of the maids and their identities. During this time, Stuart finds out about Skeeter's secret book, and their love and engagement ends. Finally, the book is published. They decide to call it The Help. Both Abilene, Minnie, and many more maids' stories are shown. Abilene is fired from her job after the book is published. However, she decides to take her earnings and continue to live her life. Skeeter moves to New York City, where she decides to continue a career in journalism and writing. Miss Hilly vows that she will go to her grave ensuring everyone that The Help was not written about Jackson, Mississippi. She does not want the story about her eating Minnie Jackson's poop to get out. Also, a special thanks to Miss Celia, who was sat on before the production of this film started.